Hi, Sagittarius. My name is Ginger of Tarot by Ginger. Thanks for joining me. Before I get to your reading, I want to do a little plug for my channel. So if you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe. It's all free to do that. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you would leave a comment or a heart or a smiley face or something in the comments, that would be very helpful too. All right, thanks. All right, so Sagittarius, we are going to be reading for the consciousness of Sagittarius for August 2025. It is a little late in the month, but better late than never. All right, so and I say we because I have my guides here. See, I shuffle the cards a couple of more times. I am going to pull a couple of cards from the Heart of the Fairy Oracle, and then use the Rider-Waite for your reading, and then pull a card at the end from the Prairie Majesty Oracle deck. Okay, so let's see. For Sagittarius, spirit guides and angels, what would you like Sagittarius to know for the month of August 2025, the remainder of the month? What do they need to know? What would be helpful for them to know? What would you like them to know? Okay. Okay, here we go for Sag. Okay. Oh, the first one is Bright Spark. Bright Spark. Sounds like a very Sagittarius card. Bright Spark. The Star Fairy. Ooh, nice. Star Fairy. And then the Captive Man. Ooh, it looks a little scary. Captive Man. All right, well, that just makes it interesting. All right, let's see what these cards are about. Bright Spark. Number 35. Understanding Illumination Idea. Okay. A little flash of inspiration or a bright spark is sometimes needed because it can be so difficult to figure out what's going on. Life is a total mystery. People who are close to you seem to be speaking a foreign language. You just can't understand how they could possibly do or say the things they do. You need a key. You need that little bit of brightness to illuminate the miasma of confusion surrounding you. Let the bright spark light up your life. It's only a flicker, but it is just enough to let you glimpse the direction you should take when trying to understand a seemingly incomprehensible situation. So often it takes only a tiny amount of understanding to turn a situation around. And once you can see the way ahead, you can help others to understand as well. Only one person needs to have a spark of inspiration in any given situation. Let it be you. All right. 35, 36 is the next card. The Star Fairy. Be that spark of inspiration. Yeah, I get that. Okay, the Star Fairy, universal connections, cosmic collaboration, and unity. It's easy to go through life not feeling connected to anyone or anything. We insulate ourselves from that which surrounds us. It can be overwhelming to think about the vastness above us, and we may feel the need to protect ourselves from that vastness. The Star Fairy invites connection to the universe. When you find this being in a reading, it's important to think about how we are connected, not only to everything on Earth, but to the stars and the whole universe as well. Look up. It may be the middle of the day, or you may be in a place that has so much illumination at night that you never see the stars. But remember that they are there. The energy of the stars is in all of us, literally. We are made up of tiny bits of star energy, and that is what fairy dust is. The Star Fairy embodies that energy with us always, whether we can see it or not, reminding us of our universal connections. So this is very interesting, not knowing, as though being in a situation at a time in your life when you feel like everybody's speaking a foreign language, You don't really feel grounded. And then having this spark to give you a little, light your way a little bit, and to have some inspiration to keep you going. And then knowing that you're part of everything and that you are connected. It's just a phase that you're going through, I think. Now, number 10 is the captive man. So let's see what that's about. Well, this could be why you feel like you're not connected. False perceptions, enthrallment, release from captivity. The captive man says a lot about the darker nature of fairy. Fairy women, especially fairy queens, have always desired human male companionship, and they aren't very particular about how they go about getting it. The captive man is blinded by fairy glamour and cannot see his way clear of the entanglement he is trapped in. Men and women can be trapped by false perceptions. We easily become enamored of someone or something that is not what it appears to be. We are blind and deaf to the warnings of our friends and continue to believe in something that may well be doing us harm and is certainly keeping us in thrall to false ideals. If the captive man appears, we must ask for clear sight. We need the help of our true friends, fairy and human, to see what binds us. When we finally see the truth, we can begin to free ourselves from these harmful ties. Just as the fairy queen is loath to give up her human lover, a situation in which we are trapped by false perceptions, may seem impossible to escape. Asking for true sight is the best way to begin. Conversely, we may be the captor, imprisoning a person or an idea when we should be giving it freedom. By releasing a thought or a person from captivity, we give it the space to truly become what it needs to be, and we often find that it stays with us. Hmm. Conversely, we may be the captor. Okay. All right. So, false perceptions, being held captive by them. So, we hold people captive in any number of ways, and we can be held captive in any number of ways. When you're in a relationship with an abusive person, you're being held captive. When we label people, narcissist, psychopath, sociopath, whatever, we're holding them captive in our minds, because I don't know about you, but I'm not able to diagnose those kind of things. So, but however, that we create an attachment and we hold them captive, and we don't give them the benefit of the doubt, at least in the beginning, to see, well, is it really true? Are they really who I think they are? But you don't want to take that to the point where you become captive. So these three cards, the bright spark, the star fairy, the captive man, it seems as though this is a time when you're feeling a little out of sorts, and maybe you need to get out of your head and go out and do something with friends. Just get out of your head, or leave the house and go talk to friends. Go talk to them about what you're experiencing. Just sort of to verbalize it and to listen to yourself talk and see if that's really true. But let's go into the tarot and see what's going on with this. All right. Okay, let's see what the tarot has. Hmm. Okay, one more shuffle. Or Sagittarius, consciousness of Sagittarius. Okay, here we go, Sag. It could also be that, if Sagittarius, you're dealing with someone who is kind of abusive and out in left field, that would make us feel um, out of sorts and disoriented. Okay, we got strength is the first card out. This is your situation, strength. I'm going to pull the cards first and then I'll go through them. Okay, justice is the second card. Crosses you for good or bad, crosses your situation for good or bad. We have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. This is the reason the reading is taking place in this way. It's the basis of the reading. So you're feeling kind of stuck, I'm going to say. Although the Hanged Man does not really, it's not stuck. It's time, downtime so that you can become enlightened because that's what's happening. You think nothing's happening, but something's happening. In your recent past, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, and the traveling card. You have a higher calling kind of card. All right, this card at the top points to the outcome of the reading. So this has something to do with a higher calling, something you're experiencing this disorientation because there's something here to learn. The near future is the Four of Swords, the card of slowing down and meditation, just like this guy. Slowing down and meditation, although this guy's not going anywhere. He's not even slowing down. He's just not going anywhere. All right. Page of Swords is your energy. He's a nice, intelligent male energy. Oh, the sun is the energy surrounding you. It's the energy in the situation, in the environment around you. And then we have the Two of Wands. Okay, what do I have everything I need? What am I going to do next? And then you have the King of Pentacles. Wow, that's the outcome card. And this card points to that outcome. So here's what I have. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, I'm going to say that it has something to do with karma. I'm going to say you're going through it because you need to, because this is where you will gain some internal strength, some character building. Don't we all love to character build? It's the best thing in the world. But in doing so, you will receive justice. And this is karmic justice. So it could be that once you learn this lesson, you never have to go through this kind of experience again. Whatever it is, you don't have to go through it again. Or you are helping the other person to release some karma that they have in this lifetime, and you're part of that puzzle for them. But I'm going to say you are the one. You're not the one in captivity. I don't think you're in captivity. I think that you have found your solution. You have found your solution to this dilemma that you're in of feeling disoriented and out of sorts, and as though people are around you are as though you're living in a different world from most people right now. So, and then the strength and justice are just telling me that you are going to be fine. You're going to come through this just fine. Your guides are here to help you, the bright spark and the star fairy. All right, and at the bottom of the reading, we have the Hangman. This is the card of enlightenment. This is the apprentice. This is the shaman's initiate, learning to become a full-fledged shaman. Or what is it? The Celtic, I can't think of it, so I'm not even going to talk about it. But just imagine being a shaman's initiate, and this guy is becoming enlightened by being in this odd position. Okay, it's part of his initiation. In the recent and that's what is causing the disorientation. This is what's causing the disorientation. Because know it or not, you're learning something that's really important, and you may not recognize that you're understanding things, but we call them downloads. You're getting downloads, and it's going to sink in. This how to relieve yourself of this disorientation because it will be something that you have to do something about. Hard at work. You are a hard worker, Sagittarius, and you have a lot of integrity. This person is working hard, full of integrity and creativity. They're wanting to create, for instance, my sister is a quilter, so every time she quilts, she wants the next one to be better than the one before, and that's what this guy is doing. And his community in the background there loves the work that he does. So he is fully supported by his community. Now, at the top of the reading, we have the Eight of Cups. This is the card of walking away from something that you used to love. So it could be a job, it could be a person, right? I used to love this person, but not anymore because now I know what this person is truly all about, and I just want to get out of here. But there's a lesson here to be learned, and that's why this card, which is a very powerful symbol of moving of a calling. You know what? Because this person is not your person. This is not your person. Whoever is holding you captive, whoever is treating you poorly, whoever is disillusioning you, they're not your person. You need to move away from them, and that's what this is about, because you have a higher calling, okay? Then in the near future, we have the meditation card. You're this higher calling you're being called to, and walking away from this person and learning how to do it in such a way that you can walk away with integrity and you can walk away feeling good about yourself. That takes work and effort. And after that's over, you're going to need some time to feel your emotions, to say, wow, what the heck just happened there? And really come to understand it so that you can move forward. And this guy right here, this page, he's got a message. He's got a message of clarity for you. Very clear. He has a clear message. It could be about legal things. It could be about language, about communication. Maybe the reason you're in this situation is because you need to learn some communication skills that you haven't learned yet. It could be about strategy and paying attention. Life is a game, really. I mean, life is a game. People are constantly playing power games all around us. So if you think about it that way, this guy, he's learning to be a great strategist so that he is successful at the game of life. And that's, Sagittarius, what I think is important for you right now at this time in your life, how to be successful in life. You have the beautiful sun supporting you in the environment around you, positive energy, happy, joyous, and free, innocence, starting over, a fresh start, a lot of passion in your heart. There's a lot of abundance in this card. Sunlight is abundant. Without it, we wouldn't be able to live. So there are sunflowers here, there is a lot of abundance in sunflowers. So that's really awesome. And then, okay, so you're going to start. This guy's bringing you a message of something new coming in. Here is something new coming in. You've been preparing for this. And here we have the merchant, the wealthy merchant, who's going to start something new. He's holding the world in his hands. He's standing on the portico of his castle and saying, what am I going to do next? I have everything I need. What am I going to do next? These flowers here are about passion and purity. So his intent is pure. He is very passionate about wanting to do something new, and he will see it through. So the question is open. What is he going to do? What are you going to do, Sagittarius? What are you being called to do? You may not know yet, but you may very well know, because these two cards that I just held up, they're message cards. So you have the opportunity to move on fully intact with your integrity, grounded. He feels very grounded to me when I'm looking at him. So that's, you have a bright future there. And the outcome here is the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to say that this higher calling is going to bring you wealth. And this is definitely money. This is money. It's not just, I'm abundant. You are abundant. You're going to have some money coming in from taking this journey. So the captive man, you're going to be released from the captive man. You're not interested in being that fairy's quote unquote captive person. Fairies are very interesting little creatures. I mean, they are not human. They don't have emotions the way we do. They're very mischievous and sometimes downright mean and selfish. So you're going to release yourself from whoever this energy that is selfish and mean and maybe not quite human, because they're not experiencing their emotions. They have no compassion. That's what I want to say. They have no compassion for you if you're in that kind of a situation. So that is what I have. So you're going to be releasing yourself from some sort of situation with someone. It doesn't have to be someone you love. It could be someone on a committee at work or something like that. It doesn't have to be someone you're really close to, but there's something here that is making you feel disoriented and you're not really connected to the people around you right now, because this is happening to you because this is a lesson you need to learn. And it has to do, I believe, with communication. All right. So who are you attracting? Who are you attracting? And pay attention. We don't have to let everybody in. We could say that fairy, no, thanks, I'll pass. Not what I'm looking for, and that would be answer enough. So I really like this. You have one, two, three major arcanas and four major arcana cards and two court cards here. So okay, you have that strength and justice there at the center. The center of the reading, the situation is strength. So you have you have everything you need to do this, to take this trip, to take this journey. So the Prairie Majesty Oracle asks, where do I give and receive? Well, the answer says match it. Where do you give and receive? Are you giving, and not receiving? That's what a captive man would be about. Somebody who would treat you that way. You would be expected to be the giver and not the receiver. And so where do I give and receive? Match it. They need to balance. I don't see the Six of Pentacles here, but this would be like the Six of Pentacles. That's the card of giving and receiving. Okay, Sagittarius, that's your reading. I hope it makes sense to you. It makes sense to me. I happen to be a Sagittarius. It makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. And I wish you all the best, and I'll see you the next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.